Okay, should you buy Thrustmaster or Logitech if you're looking to get into sim racing? This is going to be the perfect video for you because Sam's a professional karter. I've been doing the sim racing channel for a long time. We use a lot of Logitech and Thrustmaster equipment. I started on Thrustmaster, T80, T150. You also use Thrustmaster, but also on G923.
Yes, I used Thrustmaster for about 2 weeks during COVID, and then I went G923.
Okay, so big change there. I also think I have a discount code for both Thrustmaster and Logitech. So if you decide to buy either of them after this video, check the link in the description. It's probably an affiliate code as well, so it'll give me some form of commission. So let's talk brass tacks here. This is entry level, but things are very different how they might appear, and it's also not as simple as it first appears. Like, I think these options are better in some areas and worse in others. So to start with, we have the Logitech option. This is G923, same as G29 on PlayStation. This is the Xbox variant, but it's the same basically. And we've got these pedals here. So first of all, we can see 3 pedals. This is a Thrustmaster T598. Big difference behind the scenes here. It comes with this rim.
It comes with a detachable wheel.
Yep, and it comes with these pedals. So let's get into it. Let's just be honest with you and say what's good and what's not good. I want to start with something, Sam, which is clutch pedal. If it's important to you to have a clutch, you've got a clutch.
Yes.
Here.
You're really ready to go.
Yeah. So you don't have on the T598, although obviously the way that they've built this means that you can add in a clutch later. So very different design philosophies here. Like the Logitech one is really old school.
Really enclosed as well.
Yeah.
So you probably don't need to do as much maintenance on it.
Also harder to do maintenance if you need
also,
to.
yeah, harder.
Yeah. These pedals are incredibly simple. I would say almost scarily simple. Like that's it. Like that's the pedal. Like I just took it apart there. Yeah, it's insane.
Has it got wing nuts in it as well?
And it doesn't even have anything to stop it on top. So super simple, super easy to maintain, I would say, and repair. These haven't been out as long, so I haven't heard any horror stories yet, but if I do, I'll let you know. People have used these for years and years and years, and sometimes you get dust in there and you need to clean them, compressed air, but people are able to fix them. These pedals obviously look like they're going to be good on carpet, and they are good on carpet. However, the Thrustmaster pedals come with a very nifty thing you can put underneath, and basically it locks them in the carpet, and they are also very good on carpet. Yeah. For the pedals, I'm going to say personal preference. If you want a clutch, no-brainer, Logitech. However, if you want something that doesn't feel plasticky, these ones I think are going to be better on a rig, by the way. If you've got a proper sim rig, these are going to bolt on nicer. So
they look more like an entry level for an actual sim rig. So if you've got something like the cheaper Playseat Challenge, like the fold up, they definitely look like.
So interesting to see that, and kind of like this aluminium build quality. This is plastic. So let's get on to wheel-based technology. So cogging is something you get a lot of in the G29 because this has gears in it. So you have a smaller motor and it amplifies the force feedback to the wheel using gears, and you can feel the gears. We both
You can feel all the notchings.
You can feel notching. You can feel when someone in your party on PlayStation is using a G29 because you can hear it. You can hear all this notchiness that the mic picks up. Everyone's like really concentrating, but you can just hear this like, yes. Interestingly, this has an inbuilt clamp. Sorry, I just realised a big pose in the way. This has an inbuilt clamp, which is, again, plug and play. If you want the quickest thing on Christmas Day to get going in front of the TV, it's the Logitech.
If you're at home and you want to have a quick go on the sim rig and you work at a desk like this, and you're in an office chair, like Kireth's in right now, that there, literally in, twist these knobs on, that goes straight onto the floor. Easy. You're
rolling.
Yeah, these connect together, 5 minutes maximum. Absolutely perfect for if you work at home, you got a desk and you just fancy a quick bash on Forza or Gran Turismo, whatever floats your boat.
Or Need for Speed or whatever you want to use a wheel. So with that one, you have to use a clamp. I actually have, this is a clamp from a different brand, Moser, who also make an entry-level wheel. But you have to attach it to the clamp and then clamp this onto your desk. And
you can see it's essentially the same sort of design with a hook here.
Yeah, different process, a bit more involved. You have to start bolting stuff on, and it feels a bit more serious. But in terms of the technology, so this is a direct drive wheelbase, which basically means that the motor is directly connected to this. And it's also a direct axial drive, which means there's no cogging. This is a 5 Newton meter wheelbase, that's the power. A lot of debate in the community about whether that's powerful enough. Some people very strongly feel like it is. Some people very strongly feel like it isn't. For what it's worth, I'm normally running my Logitech at 8 Newton meters.
Exactly, I run my Moser.
Yeah, so I'm not running significantly higher, but it is very smooth and it has an overboost as well. So power is up for debate. However, it's more powerful on G9. I'm not sure exactly what the Newton meter is on the G923, but it's definitely nowhere near as smooth. You're going to have a lot of...
Yeah, this will be a lot more refined.
Yeah.
A lot more refined because it is built-in unit, whereas with cogs, you might have refinement, but obviously with the teeth, which it's got to link into, there's always going to be that dead zone where you're tooth
between them.
Yeah, between the tooth. Whereas this, you don't, so it's a lot smoother. And obviously this has grip release as well.
Yeah, so the advantage of that is you can use different wheels. So you can see behind us, behind Sam, that's a Formula One wheel there that you can actually also use on this base. So you can upgrade. People try and do that with the G923 and it gets very painful very quickly.
Yes.
You have to do all sorts of rewiring and stuff. So there is aftermarket stuff. Let's talk about the quality of the wheels itself, because I think this is an interesting one. This is an iconic kind of rim and it looks the part and it looks more like kind of a bit more sophisticated.
This looks very basic without, I mean, I know the shape here is round, but on the Logitech, obviously you can twist the, whereas you've got the whole turn in here. This just looks a lot more super basic.
Yeah.
It's here, this is what it does.
But I think that's massive personal preference as well. Like, because looking at it on screen, we can see it on screen here, like fake carbon fiber. Is it fake carbon fiber or is it actually plate? It must be fake.
That is literally.
Yeah, so the sticker, it looks, to me, it looks really actually, I can see what they've done with the design. It's got the new Thrustmaster logo, which is kind of nice, that wheel, if you want to use a Formula wheel, or I actually went out and bought a Ferrari 250 GTO wooden wheel that I actually did. That I want to use on that because I want to drive an old school wheel, so you have more choice there. So in these two ecosystems, it comes in the full bundle. 449 for the Thrustmaster, subject to any discounts, whatever. Logitech 289 also goes on discount. So the Thrustmaster package is more expensive. What would you do if you got the budget for 450?
Yeah.
But you're buying a gift, someone who has shown signs that they're interested in racing, maybe they're into Formula One or something, and you want to gift this with a console, maybe like a PS4 or an older Xbox. What would you do?
If they were paying at a desk, Logitech, because the ease of it's all built in one. It's so much easier when that's in there. You don't have to muck around trying to find other bits.
Yeah.
If they got a desk, I would go for Logitech. If they're actually really getting into it, like I said, they've got like a play seat change or whatever the GTO Mega version is, and I would go Thrustmaster. If it's just for someone who wants to get into it, really just wants to drive a car and have fun and then be able to just put it away, I think Logitech's the one for that.
Yeah, I think something that's interesting is this is not an end game wheelbase. So if someone is serious about sim racing, and at some point they're going to want to upgrade this, so you know, the resale market might also be important. Like at the moment there's a bigger resale market for G923 because it's more established, so something worth considering as well. But two very good choices. I think let us know in the comments what you think. Hopefully we've explained all of the facts and figures and whatnot, and it's great.
What did you start on? Logitech or Thrustmaster? Everyone starts on it.
Yeah, we all come from this, like the academy, and then we end up maybe in other places. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.